Have you ever been in a room where a child is watching Cocomelon and you get this strange feeling? The laughter seems to loop forever. The colors are so bright, they almost pulse. And right in the middle of it all, there's a baby with a grin that seems painted on, not felt. For millions of kids, this is pure comfort. But for many adults, it's something else entirely, a creeping sense that joy this perfect, this polished, just shouldn't exist. Cocomelon wasn't designed to be scary, but when the music stops and the supersaturated colors fade, something uncanny remains. It is the strange paradox of childhood horror. What soothes a toddler can deeply disturb an adult. Because in those perfectly rounded, smooth faces, we don't just see innocence, we see artifice. And that artifice makes us wonder, how much control does a show this engineered truly have over its young audience? On the surface, it's obvious why kids are hooked. The rhythm is hypnotic, the songs are simple and predictable, and the colors are warm and inviting. Every single gesture is exaggerated, every expression crystal clear. Cocomelon speaks in repetition, the exact language that toddlers understand and trust. It gives their developing brains exactly what they crave: patterns, familiarity, and constant reward. Its animation style, with soft edges and luminous lighting, erases any hint of threat. The result is a stress-free world where no one cries for long, no conflict lasts, and everything is resolved on cue. To a child, that's comfort. To an adult, that same perfection starts to feel like a mask. Try this. Watch it with the sound off. You'll quickly understand why so many adults say it feels off. The animation is relentlessly smooth, like plastic stretched over something vaguely human. The character's eyes lock forward for just a little too long. Smiles hover in place even after the happy moment has passed. Their movements loop with an unnatural, robotic precision. All the subtle cues of real human emotion fatigue, a moment of hesitation, boredom, they're completely absent. It's life without any texture, and that absence can trigger the uncanny valley response in our brains. We recognize something familiar, but we reject its flawless perfection. Every scene is bathed in a sterile, polished light, reflecting nothing. The air feels too clean. It's like watching surveillance footage of domestic bliss, rather than life itself. The horror isn't hiding in the darkness. It's hiding in the show's refusal to ever break character. As adults, we see what's missing. Moments freeze into rituals. The world of Cocomelon resets endlessly. It's a paradise trapped in a time loop. The adults in the show, the parents, the teachers, they never age, they never change, and they never question the cycle. There's an existential dread to that. It mirrors one of our biggest adult fears: stagnation disguised as happiness. The bright houses and constant smiles become symbols of a routine that is safe, controlled, and ultimately hollow. It's as if the show isolates a single moment of human development and freezes it forever. That's comforting for a child who doesn't understand decay, but it's unsettling for anyone who knows that everything, even joy, eventually fades. There's one episode that captures this unease perfectly: the bath song. On its face, it's harmless. Baby JJ learns about hygiene through a catchy rhyme, but slow it down. Remove the music. Jay's eyes follow you, unblinking, while his face is stretched into an impossibly wide smile. His movements are synced to a beat that isn't there. The water glows an unnatural blue. In the background, his family hovers with their own frozen grins, watching as if they're performing for someone just off camera. The entire scene feels rehearsed beyond reason. This is where innocence bends toward dread. It's a machine's version of care, a ritualized affection. Through adult eyes, this isn't a song about getting clean. It's a demonstration of absolute control. The strange thing is, none of this was intentional. The creators of Cocomelon set out to engineer comfort using data. Focus groups, pacing trials, color saturation studies. It's algorithmic kindness. But when adults see it, the Frankenstein effect kicks in. By trying to engineer perfect joy, they revealed its artificial skeleton. The same formulas that calm a child can unsettle a grown-up because we expect the mésalliances of reality, the small imperfections and awkward pauses. By erasing those flaws, Cocomelon built a synthetic paradise that, in its perfection, becomes strange. The horror was an unintended byproduct of its own success. These dark reinterpretations of kids' media keep popping up because they let us confront the unease we feel about this kind of artificial comfort. When creators slow down Cocomelon's songs or drain the color, they're not just twisting it for shock value. They're revealing a hidden truth. They're showing us that beneath the bright glow of innocence, there's the low hum of a machine producing emotion on command. That's unsettling because it mirrors our own world of curated feeds and algorithmic joy. The sweetness becomes a cage, and every perfect smile feels rehearsed. The scariest monsters aren't in our nightmares. They're built into the very systems that claim to bring us comfort. Thanks for watching. What do you think? Is Cocomelon secretly creepy or just misunderstood? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the media that shapes our world.